Coast Wrestling of Louisiana presents Spring in the Ring, live April 28th at the Amelia Recreation Center in Amelia, Louisiana. For more ticket information, call 985-518-0433 or visit our brand new website, gcw-gulfcoastwrestling.com.
This is the Big Machine Cody Hawkins, and you're watching WGS-TV.
Welcome to another installment of WGS-TV right here on youtube.com/WrestleGamer. I'm Double B Bully Bujo, and as you can see, they are back, the Double B Play series. I want to talk a little bit about something first, as you probably noticed already. Now, for the longest time, I've always had my Acer laptop. And the Acer laptop's been good to me. I've had it for about 2 or 3 years. Even though it didn't have a lot of memory on it, I found ways to make it work. And it always just, when I needed the Acer to work on a certain project or a certain program, it always did. Now, reason why I reference that, as you see here, the little thing here with Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I think I'll shut up while this is on.
Should these reports turn out to be true, mankind will have finally encountered traces of life in the universe. Stay tuned for further developments on this potentially earth-shattering discovery.
We don't appear to be picking up any speed. I'll go see what's wrong with the engine.
Alright, now back to what I was talking about. Now, for those of you who've seen in the past, I've already had like a full series of Double B plays on here, and my capture card always worked perfectly with the Acer. There was never an issue. I know a lot of people like to upload in HD. HD was just wasn't my thing at the time, so it was never really an issue with the Acer. Then this past Christmas, I got a great gift from my parents. I got the Toshiba satellite laptop computer. It has twice the memory. It's got more RAM, more space than the Acer. Huge issue. The capture card would not work the same way on the Toshiba like it would on the Acer. Let me explain a little bit. It would drop frames like crazy. Now, I had a trial version of Pinnacle Studios 12, and I was able to get good quality, albeit not high definition stock quality. It was still decent quality nonetheless. And the thing is, the trial only lasted a certain amount of days. So I picked up Pinnacle Studios 14 along with the Dazzle capture card, and I was really, really hoping that I could get Pinnacle Studios 14 to work like Pinnacle Studios 12. To my chagrin, I said a fancy word on here, chagrin, it would not work. It would not work. I could not. Now, I found a certain method. I had a certain setting on Pinnacle Studios 14 where it was working, but then for those of you who don't know, I get gout in certain areas of my body, and unfortunately at that time it happened in my right hand. So basically I could not move my right hand for about 2 weeks at that point, and at that time I also lost. I should have saved the settings that I had there, but I did not, and I ended up losing all those settings. Now I've tried for about 2 or 3 months since then to get those settings and get them back, and so I can do proper gameplay videos on here. Because AVS Video Editor, when it comes to recording, ain't worth the shit. If it gets to a point where there's too much CPU usage You know, if the frame rate goes too high, it will drop frames like crazy, and the quality will suffer. It will suffer tremendously. So what you're seeing here, I had to be kind of, you know, I had to kind of think about how to fix the video, because for one, I had to lower, even though it doesn't look like it, I had to lower the frame size to, if I remember correctly, 355 by 288. Now, the downside to that was the fact that the screen would become kind of blurry. So I went into the settings, and what I did in the settings is I adjusted the sharpness of the video. I adjusted the sharpness setting to try to counteract the blurriness of, you know, the actual size of the frame of the video. Now, before I get into like good commentary, gameplay commentary as it were, for this round of Street Fighter Cross Tekken, you know, my question to you guys is, what are your thoughts on the quality? Because until I can get those proper settings back in Pinnacle Studios 14 for recording good gameplay videos, this is what I'm going to have to do from now on. I'm hoping quality doesn't suffer too badly. I really hope it doesn't suffer too much, because I love posting up gameplay videos on here, as well as talking wrestling. You know, that was the other thing that I just love tremendously to do. You know, I loved doing gameplay videos on here, and I thought with the Toshiba laptop I could make better gameplay videos. And at one point when I had Pinnacle Studios 12, the trial edition, that yeah, I could do that. And then I thought about it, and like maybe Pinnacle Studios 14 would be better. So I got that, and it turns out I was tremendously wrong, because like I said, I have searched for about, and I have messed with it for about 50 to 60 days, and I have not yet got the quality that I need. You know, I gotta set it to a point in Pinnacle Studios where the frame rate won't drop, where the frames won't drop. It's kind of like the same thing in AVS. This is why it's I had to use the frame size that I did, the 355 by the 288. You know, if I would have went any higher, even the MPEG-2 640 by 480, even though the megabytes, the bit rate was like 5.04. It all depends on, you know, what game I would be playing, I think, because I know I've done a couple of wrestling related discussion videos here on WGS-TV, and there was no frame rate droppage. There was no drop frames, and the quality of the videos actually came out really well. So I think maybe with AVS, it just works when it wants to. But again, you know, for right now, guys, until I can find that setting that I need where the frames won't drop on Pinnacle Studios 14, this is what I'm going to have to do. And, you know, again, my question to you guys is, you know, what do you think quality-wise? Is it a good quality? Did it come out at least okay? Because, you know, I really missed doing gameplay videos on here. I really missed having the opportunity to kind of do these kind of commentaries and when I can entertain you guys through the gameplays that I do here on WGS-TV. So, you know, this was the next best thing. And, you know, again, my question to you guys is, you know, is it good enough? You know, it doesn't have to be high definition, you know, amazing quality, but, you know, is it that standard quality, you know, where it's good enough for pretty much anybody? So, if you can, guys, please leave me your responses in the comment section below, because your feedback on this is actually quite important to me. Because, again, I don't want to stop doing gameplay videos. I love doing it. It's a lot of fun, and also having the opportunity to entertain you guys with gameplay videos and the commentaries on them has always been a lot of fun for me, and I miss doing it, and that's why I decided to do it like this. So if you guys think that this method is good enough for now, again, please leave me responses. But if you feel that maybe I adjusted the sharpness too much, or if there's something else you feel that I can do to, adjust for the quality and kind of make it to that level where it's good enough to watch, again, I really need your help on this, guys. I really need to hear from you guys and tell me what you think on the quality, because I'm going from my eye. When I say my eye, on what I think looks good. Now, yeah, even though the frame rate or frame size rather is 355 by 288, I've been running and I do all of my proper editing, as you probably guys found out already, through Pinnacle Studios. So I'm pretty sure when this video is done, the frame size won't be 355 by 288. So I'm still hoping that the quality will not suffer when the frame size changes here due to Pinnacle and the way it works. But again, your feedback, for me is really important. I'm going from what I see, and from what I see, it looks okay to me. It looks okay and good enough to me to put up on here on WGS-TV. Because even though I love playing games and playing video games and whatnot, it's just not the same without having the opportunity to make a video out of it and talk about it with you guys here on WGS-TV. So that's why I've started doing this again. So to me, it looks decent enough to put up on YouTube. But if you guys have any suggestions or any ideas as to what I can do to improve quality for the gameplay videos on using my Toshiba satellite laptop, again, I'm open to any kind of suggestions. Any kind of suggestions you might have to, go ahead and improve the quality. I know a lot of guys use like, HD PVRs and have like big bulky desktop computers, but I only have a laptop. I've never had the inclination, as it were, to get a big bulky desktop or a big $200, $300 PVR. Dazzle has always been good enough for me. So I think that should be, good enough for this, first half of the video, talking about quality. I'm hoping it comes out good enough for you guys. But again, I am open to suggestions. If you guys have any ideas as to ways I can improve the quality of the gameplay videos. Now, on to the actual video in itself. First off, a big shout out to my mom. She's great. She's a wonderful person, and she actually gave me this for Easter. Street Fighter Cross Tekken on the PlayStation 3, and it is really, really awesome. Now, I am big on Street Fighter. I know a lot of the Street Fighter characters. I played a lot of the Street Fighter games. Tekken, not so much. Like these characters, Bob here, and the Indian girl who's kind of hot, Julia. I'm not too familiar with them. I am not familiar with the story behind Tekken. I have seen the, for those of you who don't know, G4 actually released a movie about Tekken. And explaining, and I don't know if the movie follows the storyline of the video game of Tekken, but it would kind of make sense. Now, if you guys have been watching throughout my first little rant here on this video, you've been seeing me use Cammy and Poison. Now, for those of you who are wondering, yeah, Cammy was always my favorite character in Super Street Fighter 4. She was an easy character to use. She's got, as you can see, what I like to use, like to mobilize her kicks. She's got powerful kicks. She's got the, see those two moves right there, the spiral arrow, which used to be called the cannon drill, and that amazing front kick. And now we have Poison. And we can see here the double team move that I like to implement a lot. It's very strong, very powerful, great hit combos, guaranteed almost about anywhere between 15 to 20 hit combos, as you see right here. And oh, that's a lovely view. But then again, that was probably wrong for me to say here. Anyway, I like to use those double team combo moves because you know, to me it kind of makes for good finishes. Good finishes, you know, and you get that AA rating that's on there. I don't know if it really actually means anything or whatnot, but anyway, let's go on to the next match here. And you see right here now, Street Fighter. You got two Street Fighter guys here. I am familiar with Abel, and I am definitely familiar with Guile. It's an interesting pairing if you think about it, because I don't know, I can't really recall at all if Guile and Abel actually cross paths in a storyline in Super Street Fighter 4, but yeah, it's an interesting pairing. It's a very interesting pairing between Abel and Guile. From what I can remember and recall about Abel, as you see Guile just, you know, he's very merciless with those sonic booms. Now, in like games like Super Street Fighter 2 and stuff like that, yeah, he was sonic boom crazy. The CPU was like heavy into using that maneuver, that projectile with Guile. I haven't seen it as much on like Super Street Fighter 4 in this game as you would see on Super Street Fighter 2. I don't know, maybe if it's a difference or whatnot, but now here's Abel, an old buddy of mine, RMA Psychosis. You know, we play Super Street Fighter 4 a lot against each other, and one of his favorite guys, besides Dan, who I'm surprised I have not seen in this game yet, as you see me finishing off Abel with the double team move, and you want to find hard to believe, guys? It's some guys out there actually get off on that, the whipping. That's kind of sick to me, but anyway, you know, he would use Abel a lot. He was very skilled when it came to using certain Street Fighter characters. Dan was one of them. Abel was another. So, unfortunately, this gameplay is on the PlayStation 3 and it's not on the 360. That's the system we play on. Now this is interesting here. I'm going to let the intro play first before I pick up with what I got to say about these two characters.
No one shall take me. No matter how much power I use, it's mine.
That's right. It belongs to Jin. And Jin belongs
Yeah, that's not weird. That's not weird at all. Now, my take on it, well, this is what I know, the little bit I know about the Jin character. Just based on the Street Fighter movie, Tekken movie that I saw on G4. They had Jin as the protagonist, you know, the good guy of Tekken, of the whole movie, you know, that he was the hero. So I find it's actually kind of odd that in this game that Jin and his female, well, if I could pronounce that name, I would. If I could pronounce her name, I would, but I can't. And I'll try to find out the proper pronunciation of her name for a future video. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Jean was the protagonist, the hero in the movie. So it gave me the assumption that that's what the kind of character he was. So I found it rather surprising that in this game, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, that Gene and his female companion, as it were, would be kind of corrupted by the power of that Pandora. Now I don't know if it's set through. Excuse me, if it's set throughout the game that Gene and his female companion, his girlfriend, I think you would say, are the ones that are corrupted by the power of the Pandora. I don't know if it's different through different storylines, but it's what's available on this storyline and in this run. So, and I will be doing various different runs on here, and if you guys want, to submit like different combinations of people you would like to see me try to do a complete run here on WGS-TV with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, you know what, I'd be open to that. I would be open to that. So if you guys have any ideas, if you have any combinations of people you would like me to try here on WGS-TV, please put your combinations in the comment section below, and I'll pick a few of them, and well, you know what, I'll try all of them. I will give them my best bet to try all of them. Now, this apparently is the final boss. This was the guy, the entity inside the Pandora's box, Ogre. And I think the Hulk would be kind of ashamed of this guy, because it's basically a Roman version looking Hulk. Because he's got the cape, he's got the helmet, he's got the shield. But as you can see right here with Cammy, I'm kind of owning him at first. And if you don't, one thing you will see, he loves to use, Ogre loves to use that, and that really pisses me off. And that kick right there, what you just saw right there, that when you're coming in, as you see right here, I'm using Cammy's Ultra. But he can, that flame kick and that reversal right there, he uses them a lot. He uses them readily in this game. Now keep in mind, I'm doing normal difficulty. I don't think I'm ready to go up to hard difficulty just yet. I think I need to gain a few more experience when it comes to using Street Fighter Cross Tekken. But as you can see there, he uses that flame kick and that shield that he emits, readily, and it's very, very hard to counteract that, because like I said right there, he uses that as a big anti-air move. If you're coming in the air, he can either do the reversal or he can do the flame kick. And you can see right here, I kind of lost my focus because Ogre started kicking my tail. Now, and again, like I said right there, you saw it, the reversal. I hated that. It reminds me so much of Seth in Super Street Fighter 4. Seth has got so many annoying moves in Super Street Fighter 4 that it would make a person go crazy. Ogre is starting to show, as you can see here, some of those same characteristics. Now, as you see right there, how many times have we seen that in this match? Look, see right there, again, just like that. That's an automatic 8-hit, 9-hit combo, and boom, I'm down and I've lost the round. Now, I'm chowing down on an oatmeal pie, sorry. Again, he's displaying those characteristics, that ability to again, like I said, to use those same moves over and over again. Now, I'm trying to use Ultra versus Ultra to try to, make a dent in him, and as you can see, and with poison there, I'm not really making a dent at all. I mean, he was just kicking my tail, and I'm doing my best left and right to try to counteract it, to try to weaken him down. Even though I was able to own outscored him at first, at the beginning of the first round. Ever since then, it's just been all downhill. So I'm trying my best here to not embarrass myself for you guys on here. I'm trying another Ultra, and it just didn't work. He reversed it just like that, and you know, that's what pisses you off. And it'll piss you off, and it pissed me off when you're fighting against Ogre. You know, you can line up your Ultra, and then you can just do that reversal, and right there, and it'll harm you, and it'll counteract your Ultra. Yeah, I lost, but I am not giving up. I am going to continue. I will continually use Cammy and Poison, but what I will do to kind of, you know, change up a little bit, I'm just going to change the color of their costumes, you know, just for the hell of it, you know. So here we go. We got Cammy, color 2. Here we go. Now we're going to go to Poison, change her color. Her hair color changes too. How about that? Anyway, you know, if you want to look at it like a story, you know, Cammy and Poison were defeated by Ogre, so they leave for a few months and they train and train and train, and they come back stronger and better than ever. So this is, you know, kind of the rematch against Ogre. And here we go. Like, you know, we're gonna see it again. Ogre popping out of Pandora's box. Looked like a giant green jack-o'-lantern, or jack-in-the-box rather. Jack-o'-lantern. I don't know why I said that. Pretty sure I might get a jack-o'-lantern comment now. Anyway. Here we go. Now, learning from what I did in the first go-around with Ogre, you can see what I'm going to be doing here is not giving Ogre a chance to, one, get any of his gem bonuses. On a future video, I'll explain the gem bonuses for those of you who are not familiar with Street Fighter Cross Tekken. But, well, he got one of his gem bonuses right there, but, you know, I'm just taking it to him with the kicks, and he just took it to me there with a flame kick. I tried to counter, he countered me back, and he does those annoying flame kicks. Now, there, you see, I was able to go through his move to get to my Ultra, and I call in Poison to, you know, to kind of finish him off. Oatmeal pie, sorry. And that's a good thing too, because, you know, he was at lower than half of his health bar left, and with Poison she had a full health bar, even though it looks like I might be running out. And there we go. Finally got him on that one. I love them Daisy Duke shorts. I don't care what anyone says. Those look hot. But again, that anti-air flame kick, it doesn't matter what move you're trying to do. All you got to do is just do that flame kick, and it'll counter any aerial move that you're doing. And that always kind of pissed me off. But see, here we go. We go to the Ultra. The Ultra's been hit. But as you can see right here, I still have a good amount of my health left with Cammy, and I've been kind of owning Ogre with Cammy until that frickin' flame thing again. There we go. Ogre's just about defeated here. Oh, you see, he's trying his Ultra, he misses, and just one jump kick back, and Ogre is finished. Nice view from Cammy. And let's go ahead and let's check out the ending.
Now you have no excuse not to jump.
Despite the vigilant guard, someone had made off with the contents of Pandora's box, cementing its place in time as an unsolved mystery. When Pandora was finally located, it had already been opened and its contents stolen. Around the time when the box was believed to have been opened, Several eyewitnesses reported seeing a pillar of light followed by showers of bright flower-like objects. However, whatever the contents of the box may have been, they were nowhere to be found. A few days later, the box itself vanished, leaving no signs that it had ever existed. After all of the commotion it caused, Pandora became no more than a fleeting memory.
Do you have any better ideas, old man? How would you get them, Joe?
There is no one who knows the truth about Pandora, except for those who have opened the box.
And that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys have any other comments, be sure you leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and favorite the video. So with that being said, I'm Don't Be Billy Bujo saying thank you very much for watching.